Hello everyone, and welcome to Earth Archives. Today, we're going to talk about the most mysterious and extreme neighbor in the solar system, Venus. I've heard it's the brightest goddess of the night in the sky. What's the story behind that?
Venus, the dazzling planet shining in the night sky, is undoubtedly one of the most brilliant stars in the solar system. Its brightness is astonishing, often becoming the most eye-catching point of light in the sky just before dawn or after dusk, brighter even than most stars. This isn't by chance. Venus has a very high reflectivity, able to reflect about 70% of the sunlight that hits it. It's this powerful reflectivity that makes it shine like a small sun, lighting up the dark sky. Since ancient times, humans have held Venus in awe and imagination. Ancient civilizations regarded it as a symbol of mystery, giving it goddess-like names that represent beauty and grace. Whether it was the Egyptian goddess Isis or the Greek goddess Aphrodite, Venus was seen as an embodiment of love and beauty, an aura of romance and mystery that continues to fascinate us today.
Wow, that sounds so romantic. But I remember hearing that Venus is actually dangerous, like a blazing hot planet.
Venus, the planet that shines like a diamond in the night sky, is definitely the most contradictory object in the solar system. Its surface brightness is dazzling, captivating countless stargazers. But don't be fooled by its beautiful appearance. Venus's true nature is far harsher and more brutal than you might imagine. The surface temperature of Venus reaches over 470 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead, making it the solar system's oven. This all comes from its thick carbon dioxide atmosphere. Compared to Earth, Venus's atmosphere is made up of about 96% carbon dioxide, creating an extremely strong greenhouse effect. When sunlight passes through the atmosphere and hits the surface, the heat cannot efficiently escape back into space. Instead, it gets trapped by the thick atmosphere layer after layer, causing surface temperatures to keep soaring, even hotter than Mercury. This extreme environment makes Venus a reverse case study for Earth, warning us of the severe consequences the greenhouse effect can bring. Venus's oven effect is not only shocking, but also inspires scientists to deeply consider climate change. It shows how atmospheric composition crucially affects a planet's climate and has become an indispensable reference for Earth's climate research. Studying Venus helps us better understand how greenhouse gases alter planetary environments and provides valuable warnings for humanity as we face the challenges of climate change.
Wow, that's so hot. Is Venus close to Earth? Venus is indeed very close to Earth. Sunlight takes only about 6 minutes to reach Venus's surface, slightly shorter than the roughly 8 minutes it takes to reach Earth. This seemingly small difference in light travel time reveals the special relationship between Venus and Earth in the cosmos. Because of this close distance, Venus's size, mass, and composition are very similar to Earth's, making it the closest sister planet in the eyes of scientists.
This similarity not only sparks curiosity, but also drives humanity's deep exploration into Venus's environment and evolution. Scientists have long tried to unravel the mystery of why Venus and Earth, starting from similar conditions, ended up on completely different paths. Venus's deadly greenhouse effect and extreme heat make it a cautionary tale, reminding us of the tremendous impact environmental and climate changes can have.
Sister planet? So, is it really that similar to Earth?
Venus and Earth are extremely similar in size and structure, which is why Venus is known as Earth's sister planet. Venus's diameter is about 12,104 kilometers, less than 600 kilometers smaller than Earth's. Its volume is roughly 86% that of Earth, and its mass is about 81.5%. With this close scale, the surface gravity on Venus is about 90% that of Earth's. In other words, if you stood on Venus's surface, you would feel just a little lighter than on Earth. This similarity provides an important reference point for future space exploration and colonization plans. However, Venus's environment presents extreme challenges. Its surface temperature exceeds 470 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead, coupled with a thick carbon dioxide atmosphere, creating a powerful greenhouse effect. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. Additionally, Venus experiences persistent, intense acid rain, mostly composed of sulfuric acid, conditions that almost no Earth life forms could survive. These harsh environmental conditions mean that even though Venus is physically similar to Earth in size and gravity, it remains an incredibly hostile planet with extremely unfavorable conditions for life. Scientists continue to study these extreme environments, hoping to unlock the secrets of Venus's climate changes and use this knowledge as a warning for environmental protection here on Earth.
What about its internal structure? Is it similar to Earth's?
Venus and Earth are not only very similar in size and gravity, but their internal structures also show remarkable similarities. Venus has a solid crust, a molten mantle, and a metallic core. Scientists speculate that its formation history and geological evolution may have followed a path similar to Earth's. This internal structure suggests that Venus might have experienced geological activities similar to Earth's in its early history, such as volcanic eruptions and tectonic movements, and might even have once had a habitable environment. However, the most significant difference between Venus and Earth lies in its lack of a stable and strong magnetic field. Earth's magnetic field acts like an invisible shield, protecting the atmosphere from being stripped away by solar winds and maintaining a relatively stable climate and ecosystem. In contrast, Venus's magnetic field is very weak, almost non-existent, which allows intense solar winds to continually erode its atmosphere and exacerbate the greenhouse effect caused by its dense carbon dioxide atmosphere. This results in surface temperatures soaring to around 470 degrees Celsius, creating an extremely hot, oven-like environment.
It sounds like Venus is both fascinating and dangerous. How thick is its atmosphere?
Venus's atmosphere is extremely thick, with a density about 93 times that of Earth and a pressure roughly 92 times greater. What does this mean? Imagine diving 1,000 meters deep into the ocean, feeling the immense pressure and suffocating environment. That's what the surface conditions on Venus are like. The atmosphere is not only dense, but filled with corrosive sulfuric acid clouds, making it nearly impossible for any probes or unprotected humans to survive there for long. In such an extreme environment, the surface temperature on Venus exceeds 470 degrees Celsius, hot enough to easily melt lead. Combined with nearly suffocating pressure, Venus is one of the harshest planets in the solar system. These conditions not only destroy most chances for life to exist, but also pose huge challenges for future human exploration and colonization efforts.
Oh my! What about the composition of its atmosphere?
About 96% of Venus's atmosphere is made up of carbon dioxide, which is known as one of the most powerful greenhouse gases. In Venus's atmosphere, this gas forms a thick, impenetrable greenhouse blanket that traps the heat from sunlight reaching the planet's surface, preventing it from escaping into space. This phenomenon keeps Venus's surface temperature extremely high, hotter even than Mercury, which is closer to the Sun, making Venus the hottest planet in the solar system. The greenhouse effect is also the main driver of climate change on Earth, but on Venus, it is magnified to an extreme degree. The dense layer of carbon dioxide causes heat to build up continuously, creating temperatures exceeding 470 degrees Celsius. This intense heat not only melts lead, but also produces a world filled with sulfuric acid clouds, with surface pressure 92 times that of Earth's, an almost unimaginable suffocating environment.
So, it's like a living textbook of Earth's climate change, right? Venus, the bright planet shining in the night sky, not only attracts attention with its dazzling glow but also acts like a mirror, reflecting the severe challenges Earth's climate might face in the future. Its atmosphere is 96% carbon dioxide, a powerful greenhouse gas that drives surface temperatures above 470 degrees Celsius, far hotter than Earth, making it the hottest planet in the solar system. This extreme greenhouse effect is caused by the thick carbon dioxide atmosphere trapping solar heat, turning Venus into a natural oven.
In contrast, Earth's carbon dioxide levels are much lower, but since the Industrial Revolution, human activities have released large amounts of greenhouse gases, gradually raising Earth's temperature and worsening climate change. Venus's extreme environment serves as a warning. If we don't control atmospheric composition and greenhouse gas levels, Earth's future could follow a similar path, becoming a scorching planet unfit for life.
Besides the heat, does Venus have any other extreme weather?
The mystery and terror of Venus come not only from its extreme heat and dense atmosphere, but also from the corrosive thick sulfuric acid clouds that cover the entire planet. These clouds float at an altitude of about 45 to 70 kilometers above the surface. The thick cloud layers act like an impenetrable veil, hiding Venus in a shroud of mist. Unlike Earth's clouds, these sulfuric acid clouds don't fall as rain, but constantly hover, continuously releasing highly corrosive sulfuric acid particles. Even more astonishing, the wind speeds up here can reach up to 360 kilometers per hour, creating what are known as sulfuric acid storms. These fierce storms continuously churn Venus's upper atmosphere, like an endless, violent tempest. These powerful storms rage within the sulfuric acid clouds, showcasing the extreme and brutal nature of Venus's atmosphere.
Wow! What about Venus's rotation?
Venus is truly an oddball in the solar system, with a rotation unlike most other planets, displaying unique and astonishing celestial characteristics. Unlike Earth and most planets that rotate either clockwise or counterclockwise, Venus rotates in the opposite direction, a retrograde rotation, making it seem like it's spinning against the flow. Even more remarkable is that Venus's axis is almost completely upside down, tilted at an astonishing 177.4 degrees, like a hanging hook turned completely upside down. This extreme tilt means its rotation axis is nearly parallel to its orbital plane. Venus also rotates very slowly. One full rotation takes 243 Earth days, which is actually longer than the 225 Earth days it takes Venus to orbit the Sun once. In other words, a day on Venus is longer than a year. This strange astronomical phenomenon is unique in the solar system. Such slow rotation results in a very unusual cycle of daylight and darkness on Venus's surface, causing its climate and atmospheric circulation patterns to be completely different from Earth's.
What does the surface of Venus look like?
Venus's surface landscape is completely different from Earth's. There are no clear boundaries between oceans and continents. Instead, it mainly features vast plains combined with three major highland regions. These three highlands are Aphrodite Terra, Ishtar Terra, and Lada Terra, which form Venus's unique geological terrain. Aphrodite Terra is one of the largest and most prominent highlands on Venus, with an area comparable to the African continent on Earth, immense and sprawling. This region is covered with extensive rock formations and plateau-like terrain, reflecting strong crustal activity and complex geological changes on Venus. Compared to Earth's diverse landscapes, Aphrodite Terra is known for its vast flat highlands, making it one of the most distinctive surface features on Venus.
Are there really a lot of volcanoes?
Venus is known as the volcanic kingdom of the solar system, boasting spectacular volcanic landscapes that far surpass Earth's. It has thousands of volcanoes, even more than the total number on Earth. These volcanoes are not only numerous, but also massive in scale. The tallest Maxwell Montes rises about 11,000 meters, much higher than the famous Alps on Earth, making it an iconic peak on Venus's surface. The majestic Maxwell Montes symbolizes Venus's intense geological activity and internal heat. The presence of this volcano indicates that Venus has experienced strong crustal movements and lava flows in the past, and possibly even today. Although scientists have not yet reached a definitive conclusion on whether these volcanoes are still active, some probe data and surface changes suggest that Venus may still harbor volcanic eruptions.
What about meteorites? Does Venus have impact craters?
Venus's surface is covered with about 900 large impact craters, each with a diameter of at least 3 kilometers, creating a unique landscape on the planet. These craters are not only witnesses to Venus's history, but also important clues to its geological evolution. Because Venus has an extremely thick atmosphere, most small meteorites burn up due to intense heat when passing through the atmosphere and never reach the surface. This means only large meteorites can strike Venus's surface, leaving clear and deep impact marks.
Does it have a magnetic field for protection?
Although Venus does not have a strong internal magnetic field like Earth, its dense atmosphere creates a unique phenomenon called an induced magnetic field. This induced magnetic field does not come from the dynamo action of a molten metal core inside Venus, but is generated by the interaction between the solar wind and Venus's thick atmosphere. When high-speed charged particles from the solar wind collide with Venus's atmosphere, the dense gas layer produces electric currents, which in turn create a localized magnetic field. This is what we call the induced magnetic field. While this induced magnetic field is not as strong or stable as Earth's magnetic field, it is enough to shield Venus from some of the solar wind's impacts. The solar wind consists of high-speed charged particles that have a powerful ability to strip away a planet's atmosphere. Without magnetic protection, a planet's atmosphere can be blown away by these particles, leading to atmospheric loss and even uninhabitable conditions. Venus's induced magnetic field acts like an invisible shield, slowing down the loss of its thick, high-pressure carbon dioxide atmosphere.
Has humanity's exploration of Venus been going on for a long time?
Venus has held a long and profound place in human history. As early as 1600 BCE, civilizations such as Babylon, ancient Egypt, China, Greece, and even the distant Maya showed great interest in this shining planet. Venus is not only one of the brightest objects in the night sky, but also carries humanity's awe and curiosity about the universe and time. What's especially remarkable is the Maya civilization. They used Venus's orbital cycle to create an extremely precise Venus calendar. This calendar accurately predicted Venus's appearances and movements, demonstrating the Mayas' deep knowledge of astronomy and mathematics. In their culture, Venus was not just an astronomical phenomenon, but also deeply connected with religion, rituals, and agriculture, symbolizing a mysterious link between heaven and earth. Ancient Babylonian and Egyptian civilizations also valued Venus highly. They observed Venus's morning and evening appearances to develop calendars and rituals, viewing the planet as a divine embodiment. Ancient Chinese astronomers had long recorded Venus's movements, incorporating it into their cosmology based on yin-yang and the five elements theory. Greek philosophers and astronomers, such as Aristotle and Ptolemy, conducted in-depth studies of Venus's trajectory and position, laying the foundation for Western astronomy.
What about after the invention of the telescope?
Galileo's observations of Venus were a milestone in the history of astronomy. Using a telescope he made himself, he was the first to discover that Venus exhibits distinct phases, transitioning from a crescent to a full disk. This phenomenon could not be explained by the then popular geocentric model, but perfectly matched the heliocentric theory proposed by Copernicus. Venus's phases were not only a scientific breakthrough, but also directly overturned humanity's millennia-old view of the cosmos. At the time, the geocentric model held that Earth was the center of the universe, and all celestial bodies revolved around it, meaning Venus should always appear as a crescent or near crescent. However, Galileo observed Venus showing full and half phases, indicating it orbits the Sun, not Earth. This evidence directly supported the heliocentric theory, dismantling the foundation of traditional astronomy and laying the groundwork for the modern scientific revolution.
What is a Venus transit?
The Venus transit is an extremely rare and spectacular astronomical event. It happens when Earth, Venus, and the Sun line up perfectly, and Venus appears as a tiny black that's slowly crossing the bright face of the Sun. This event is not only breathtaking, but also scientifically valuable, as it helps astronomers measure the scale of the solar system and the orbits of planets with greater precision. Venus transits occur very infrequently, usually in pairs 8 years apart, followed by gaps of over a century before they happen again. The most recent two were in 2004 and 2012, attracting the attention of astronomers and sky enthusiasts worldwide. Many people witnessed this cosmic marvel through telescopes, solar filters, or even live broadcasts. Observing a Venus transit is not just a visual feast. It's a reminder of the subtle and harmonious workings of our universe. The next Venus transit won't happen until 2117, more than a century from now, making this phenomenon even more precious and mysterious, and reminding us how the timescale of the cosmos far exceeds human lifespans.
Is it possible there's life in Venus's clouds?
The mystery of Venus isn't just its scorching surface and thick, sulfuric acid clouds. There's an amazing Goldilocks zone, about 50 kilometers up in the atmosphere, where the temperature and pressure are surprisingly similar to those on Earth's surface. This makes it a special environment that scientists dream could possibly support life. What's even more exciting is that in recent years, scientists have detected phosphine, pH 3, gas in these clouds. On Earth, phosphine is mainly linked to microbial activity, so this discovery has sparked intense speculation that there might be life in Venus's atmosphere. This golden zone is like a mysterious world floating high in Venus's atmosphere, where the climate conditions are mild, far removed from the scorching heat and high pressure on the surface, making it an ideal target for future exploration. Scientists are not only eager to decode the chemical composition and meteorological phenomena there, but have also started designing the concept of floating cities, using balloons or similar aircraft to drift within Venus's atmosphere for long-term scientific observation and exploration. These floating cities could avoid the extreme and harsh surface environment, becoming humanity's new hope in the search for extraterrestrial life.
Wow! Venus is both dangerous and mysterious, both beautiful and extreme. It truly is the most captivating neighbor in the night sky.
Exactly. From ancient mythology to modern science, Venus has always inspired human imagination. It reminds us that scientific exploration and dreams can transcend time and space, turning science fiction into reality.
Alright, that's it for today's grand adventure on Venus. Next time, we'll unveil the mysteries of other planets in the solar system. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, so we can explore more amazing science stories together next time.